my friends. This is Lauren Wardell, facilitator of the Vitality Movement, and today I want to talk to you guys about self-love. And of course, there's like a ton of information out there on self-love, what you can do to love yourself, how to love yourself. But today I want to spend some time educating people about the power of the subconscious mind, which really controls your feelings of worthiness. So if you're unfamiliar, your subconscious is the part of you that takes everything literally. So even if your conscious mind is like, no, that's not true, your subconscious is just constantly taking in information and it accepts it as true. Your subconscious also controls 95% of your actions, where your conscious mind only controls 5%. So I always, if you've kept up with me the last 13 years, I've always talked about the importance of repetition and retraining your subconscious so you can shift, what, like your actions and what you are taking. So in the case of self-love, what can happen because of just how honestly society is set up? You know what I'm saying? Like advertising and marketing, and this is like part of the conscious business and conscious marketing piece. Advertising and marketing is geared to make people feel like they are not enough unless they are this, have this, do this. And then we add social media onto it, and all of a sudden we don't even need the advertisers to tell us that we need X, Y, and Z in order to be good enough. We have all of our peers telling us that, and we're scrolling through that all the time. Well, your subconscious, if it's taking in this information on a regular basis, which is like, it kind of has to if you're part of normal society at all, you will notice that you start to feel like you're lacking. And that is just because the repetition thing over and over going into your subconscious, whether you buy into it or not, is this idea that you need this in order to be good enough. You know what I'm saying? Or, we can start to get these tendencies where it's like, I want what that person has, instead of being happy with what we have and really going inward and honoring our soul and asking our soul, like, what's your path? What do you want for me? God, show me the way. So what can happen though when we are like really focused outside of us and absorbing like our current culture and how it is set up is that it can make us feel not good enough. So there's so much programming out there, like let's say, the beauty programming with all, like when I was a kid, we just had Photoshop magazines and like you knew those were Photoshopped, and like some people even struggle with that. Now we're living in a world that is just like fake. Like everyone wears filters and uses filters, and it's just part of our culture now. But what I am seeing, because I work with, I speak with a lot of people behind the scenes, is that it's really having an effect on people's self-esteem. And if people would just understand that your subconscious mind is taking all of this in, meaning like if you start to monitor when you feel less about yourself, like what are the actions you're taking, you'll probably notice it might be, depending on where you spend your time on the internet or what TV shows you're watching or, what you are putting into your subconscious, it's directly correlated with that. And obviously, like our culture, we can't get away from it necessarily, but even just the awareness that like your subconscious is that powerful. And then when you are feeling like feelings of lack or not good enough, knowing that like this is just your subconscious, because I'm going to let you in on a little secret. You are love. You are love. You are good enough. You were born good enough. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to be, do, or have anything. You just are good enough. And obviously our culture makes a tremendous, amount of money on convincing people that they aren't good enough. Because of course, if we all went inwards and connected to our soul and realized that we are like perfect just the way that we are, we would be buying much less stuff, if you know what I'm saying. So really understanding that we live in this culture that thrives on making us feel inadequate. And, also if we have a business, like really making a commitment to not use those tactics in your advertising and to use your advertising to reprogram people's subconscious in a positive way. That is really important. That's really important. Like I love when I'm creating stuff, it's like I want everyone that absorbs my content to like feel okay, to feel better after reading it, like, you know. And so I just wanted to share that information about the subconscious and how important it is to monitor. Like, if you find yourself not feeling good enough, realize that you have picked up external programming, external energy, and you are wearing it in your energy field. And you can choose to release it. It is not you. Like, depersonalizing it is one of the most important steps. Like, just because you feel something, like if you feel out of alignment with unconditional love, you need to clear something from your energy, because baby, you are unconditional love. So I hope this video helped you, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. Bye now.